going on, everyone? This is Eric B. Horn, and it's been a minute since I've done a video, but I wanted to take a little time out today and give you the message that you shouldn't be afraid to um, go past anyone or move ahead when it comes to people. Um, and I had to learn this valuable lesson working out. One of the things I'm trying to do now is be more active, and I spend 30 minutes running on a track. And it's a two-lane track, right? And one side is for people who are walking, the other side is for people that are running. But in some occasions, you have two people walking or running together, occupying both lanes. And it was one early Monday morning while I was on the track, and there were two older women that were in front of me. They were, walking and, having a conversation. And for some reason, I was afraid to pass them up, right? And I thought about it for a minute, and, I had a limited amount of time to get this workout in. And if I didn't say anything or politely excuse myself to get around them, I wouldn't have been able to complete my workout in the time that I had to do it in. So it got to a point where I got tired of waiting and just politely excused myself and walked around them. I wasn't rude or anything of that nature because I wanted to make sure that I respect people. But, it was easy as just saying, excuse me, and so I can move past them so I can, finish doing what I was doing. They were walking at their own pace. I was running at my own pace, and I had to, get past them to finish doing what I needed to do. And after my walk slash run, I had to ask myself, why was I so hesitant to move past them? And then I got to a point where I had to check myself and realize that I'm not only am I, sometimes hesitant to move past people so they can, get out my way so I can do what I need to do. I'm hesitant, or I was hesitant, to pass people up in my life because I wanted to make sure that, wherever I go, other people went. But, it's not designed like that. You're destined to move at your own pace. And sometimes that own pace means you are passing people up, passing family members, passing friends, passing colleagues, or whatever have you. And, my message is don't, trick yourself in not passing someone up just because they're not moving in the right direction as you or they're not moving at the right pace. I'm not saying that you should disrespect them or look down on them in any way, shape, or form, but life is all about momentum, whether it's in your career, your business, your personal life, or whatever have you. The more you accomplish, it goes off of the amount of momentum you build up to get things done. And sometimes people are operating at their own pace, which may not be as fast as you're moving, which is okay. But what's not okay is if you continue to stay behind them and fear passing them up. You know, 2019 was a huge year of that. I had to come to terms that there were some, people in my life that I needed to pass up. I should have passed them up a long time ago, but based off of, my thought process, my warped thought process, I failed to do it, right? And the outcome of the reason why I didn't do it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be because, at the end of the day, I have to look at myself in the mirror and ask myself, why did I still hang around people who had an expiration date? And that was, key for me. And the only way that I was able to learn that is I needed to build up my overall momentum and, pass them up. Once again, not disrespect them, not look down on them, but, I have, a lot of things that I want to accomplish in life. And which is my fault, me making a decision to, hang around people that I still shouldn't have, that was my mistake and that was my lesson learned. And, I'm grateful for, that particular lesson that I learned on the track that day, because it was as simple as just me saying excuse me to those two nice older women so I can finish doing what I need to do, right? So I say all that to say, when it comes to a certain point in your life, and whether it's people, a certain job, or whatever the case may be, if you feel that your time is past and you need to move past that situation, that person, or whatever have you, go ahead and do it. Especially if it's been eating at you for such a long time. I know people who have been complaining about the same thing for the past 7 to 8 years, but they find themselves not wanting to move in the right direction. They still want to make it seem like it's so bad when they have the ultimate power to move past the situation. It doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen if you are, consistent. And I'm still a student of that now. I'm cleaning up a lot of things in my life, a lot of habits that I should have got rid of a long time ago, to really tap into the person that I'm designed to be. And this has nothing to do with 2020 is coming. It's just a point in my life where I need to start making even more changes. Some drastic, some are not, but just going through that process of passing things up that I allowed myself to hold back is huge, right? So anyone that's looking at this video right now, whether it's your business, your career, or your personal life, make a list of the people, places, things, or whatever have you that's holding you back, and ask yourself, what can you do with each individual, each person, whatever have you, and be honest with yourself. Don't sugarcoat it, because this is just something for your eyes to see. You know who you need to start to move yourself away from, or the situations you need to start to stray away from. These, but you're there for a particular reason. Maybe you're comfortable. Maybe you may not know how to do it, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't reach out and get the help that you need to move things forward, right? So if anyone had any questions, comments, concerns based off of this message, feel free to DM me, or if you wanted to know a little bit more about my story. I'm not going to give you names and things of that nature for the certain nosy individuals, but I can paraphrase it so if it can help you out with your situation, and starting to take the necessary steps to move past the people, the places, or the things that that you should. Thank you, guys. Hope this message impacts someone. And once again, if you wanted to continue this conversation, feel free to DM me. Have a good one.